welcome to my YouTube channel Vocavita English. And in today's video, we are going to talk about author of the month. Author of the month is Arthur Conan Doyle. Yes, so today we are going to talk all about Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. How do we know Conan Doyle? Do you know Sherlock Holmes? Do you know Dr. Watson? Do you think these characters are real or fictitious? So, who created these characters if these are fictitious? It was Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. Yes, Sir Arthur Conan Doyle was the creator of the characters like Sherlock Holmes and Dr. Watson. Sir Arthur Ignatius Conan Doyle, that was his full name, was a British writer and a medical doctor. He created the character Sherlock Holmes in 1887 when he published A Study in Scarlet, the first of 4 novels, and more than 50 short stories about Holmes and Dr. Watson. Sherlock Holmes, one of the most vivid and enduring characters in English fiction. He was deeply impressed by the skill of his professor, Dr. Joseph Bell, in observing minute details, and this inspired Conan Doyle to create Sherlock Holmes. Let's talk about some of his famous work. His famous work. First one, let's talk about The Hound of Baskervilles. The Hound of Baskervilles is one of the most famous work of Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, and it is a story of an attempted murder by the supernatural legend of a hound. The next best work by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle is The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes, which is a collection of short stories about Sherlock Holmes and about his ways of searching the details and cracking the cases. The main theme of Adventures of Sherlock Holmes is powerful enough dose of reason can resolve almost any problem. Talking about problem, let's move on to the next best work of Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. That is The Final Problem. The Final Problem. The main theme is distraction, and it is regarded as the last short story of Sherlock Holmes by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. It is said that after this story, Sir Arthur Conan Doyle decided to follow other literary pursuits than suspense and thrilling. So he gave up with the characters of Sherlock Holmes and Dr. Watson and gave up with the themes of suspense and creating terror. Talking about the next best work, famous work of Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, The White Company. The White Company, according to Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, was his best work. It was a historical novel and very exciting for the youngsters to read. But the only one drawback it had very tiny fonts to read. So it was not readable, but it was historically interesting. Yes. Now let's talk about some amazing facts and interesting facts about Sir Arthur Conan Doyle that you must know, but you must have not heard. So, firstly, do you know that Sir Arthur Conan Doyle was also an adventurer who loves to move places to places, adventuring and exploring new things? Also, Sir Arthur Conan Doyle was a professional cricketer. Yes, one more quality added to this famous legendary writer. Another thing, he played soccer in goal for Portsmouth BC. Yes, so he was a soccer player, he was a professional cricketer, and he was an adventurer. Not only that, the list goes on. We all have seen the movie Jurassic Park, isn't it? It was amazing, it was so thrilling, it was awesome. We can add all positive and thrilling adjectives to this movie. And why not? It deserves so. But how was this Jurassic Park, or I should say, how was these dinosaurs into picture in Jurassic Park? Yes? Of course, Sir Arthur Conan Doyle was the brain behind that. I'm not saying that Sir Arthur Conan Doyle was the director of the movie, but without Doyle, there would be no Jurassic Park, because he wrote The Lost World, and that only cemented the idea of dinosaurs in the fiction and inspired a whole host of novels and films. Yes, so he was the first one to give the idea of dinosaurs and depicted how thrilling, how dangerous dinosaurs can be in his book, The Lost World. Yes, and that only proceeded to a movie later on. So now we know Jurassic Park had originated from where. Next thing, do you know that when Sir Arthur Conan Doyle had written his first copy, it was lost in the post? Yes, it was lost in the post. And nobody knows where it went, but because it was his first copy and he had really worked hard for it to be written and published, so he wrote the book all over again from his memory, from all his memory. He recalled and remembered everything and made 150 pages of that book all over again. Yes, another thing that not only his characters, Sherlock Holmes and Dr. Watson, was inquisitive in nature, but Sir Arthur Conan Doyle himself also an amateur detective. Yes, he had also solved few cases, not known, not very famous, not very popular, but these cases have never given him any popularity, had only invoked the detective inside him and his interest about these thrilling characters like Sherlock Holmes. That's why whenever we read Sherlock Holmes and Dr. Watson, we really find that they are actual people talking about a case. Yes, with all that reality in an inanimate character was brought by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. Yes. Another thing is, do you believe in fairies? Yes. I don't believe in fairies because I have not seen one. Of course, you would also have the same answer because you have not seen any fairy anywhere. You know it is all a myth. You know it is all imagination. It's only in books and stories. But Sir Arthur Conan Doyle strongly believed in fairies. Not only that, he said that he had seen fairies, actual fairies, and to prove his point, he had spent $1 million just to promote the validity of the fairies. It was another thing that after his death, after few years of his death, the lady that was shown as fairies in his novel actually came into face and told that it was all a hoax. Yes. So, moving on to next amazing fact about Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, we are going to get more and more of Sir Arthur Conan Doyle and all about his interesting character. Yes, not only that, his last words were, "You are wonderful." Yes, and this he did not quote to his wife or his girlfriend or to his any of friends, but his last words were spoken to a flower in his garden. He embraced the flower. And of course, when he was embracing the flower, he imagined that he's embracing his wife and he's saying, "You are beautiful." And after that, he got a heart attack at the age of 71 and he died in his garden, embracing that flower which he thought of as his wife. Yes, now let's talk about the style of writing. Sir Arthur Conan Doyle had a unique style of writing. He always used to be grippy, witty, and used to have some tragic endings and twisted plots. We can say this as we have read the collection of Sherlock Holmes, and if we have heard, we had a rough idea, we know what kind of language and words. He used to choose well polished language, not too hi fi words, but words that were understood, and his style of writing was quite interesting and captivating. Conan Doyle's main audience was the general public, which says a lot about his writing style. His style of writing could be understood from fantastic descriptions in The Lost World to suspense creation in Sherlock Holmes stories. Sometimes actual events would be exaggerated or embellished to create more excitement. But when Holmes and Watson are speaking to each other, It seems like real conversation, not overly embellished language. Now, one more question. We all know William Shakespeare, do we? Don't we know William Shakespeare? Yes. William Shakespeare is considered to be the most famous, or you should say, the best writers, the best playwright. Yes, the best. The best should be said to William Shakespeare, isn't it? So, if I ask you to compare Sir Arthur Conan Doyle and William Shakespeare, yeah, we are not comparing. Both the writers were great, but there's one thing that was a difference, and that you need to know. When I say William Shakespeare, I just say William Shakespeare. But when I say Conan Doyle, I say Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. Yes. So this title of Sir was allotted to Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, but not to William Shakespeare, who was so great, who was such a great playwright, an actor, a drama writer, whatever you say, a novelist. Yes. So why don't we say Sir William Shakespeare, but we say Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, when we know that when we compare, most of us agree that William Shakespeare is a little bit better, greater than Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. Then why don't we address William Shakespeare as Sir? So here's the reason. It is because Sir Arthur Conan Doyle was knighted by King Edward VII and was made a deputy lieutenant of Surrey for being an army doctor during the Second Anglo-Boer War. Yes, in 1902 he was given this title by King Edward VII, and William Shakespeare at his time, getting titles was not very easy, no matter how great an artist or poet or author or writer you are. But by the time of Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, it became easy, and he was not given this title because of his literary expertise, but because he was an army doctor and he voluntarily wanted to help soldiers who were wounded, who were hurt in this war. That was why he is called Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, and William Shakespeare is not called Sir William Shakespeare. No matter that. So, there you have it. Arthur Conan Doyle, or shall I say Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, writer, sportsman, spiritualist, adventurer, doctor, detective, mythmaker, Spielberg inspirer, and old romantic. So, if you are a Sherlock Holmes fan, now you know who is the brain behind his observation. I hope this video added somewhere to your knowledge. And if you want me to bring more such videos, please write a comment and please do tell me which one of the amazing fact of Sir Arthur Conan Doyle was something new for you. Okay? And don't forget to like, share and subscribe Vocavita English for more such informative videos every Wednesday and every Saturday. My next video would be on improving your listening skills, again with a twist. So till then, happy learning!